Hello again, and welcome to Tutorial 3. Today we're going to look at in which situations we use present perfect and in which situations we use simple past. Our end in mind is to be able to identify when to use the present perfect and the past simple. So let's look again at the functions of these tenses. We looked at these in the first two tutorials. Simple past is used for single actions that happened and finished in the past. These actions happened at a specific time in the past. We use the present perfect for actions that started in the past and have continued up until now. And we also use the present perfect for actions that happened at an unspecific time in the past. In gap-filling activities, a lot of the time we can tell which tense to use by looking at the surrounding words, and in particular, the definite and indefinite times. Times, or moments in the past, can be categorized as definite or indefinite. We use defined times when using past simple. When the time is undefined, we use the present perfect tense. Here's a little table that shows us a few of the words that we use in simple past, definite times, such as yesterday, then, ago, as in 5 years ago or 5 days ago, last night, maybe last week, last year, last Monday, and in 2001. Those are all definite times and appear in many simple past sentences. The indefinite times, which we have looked at in class, are for or since, never or ever, yet, already, just and recently, so far, and how long. They give us no information on when the time happened, just that they have happened, or in the case of never and yet, have not happened. So let's put all of this into practice with a few examples. Here we have a sentence with missing verb. Julie ever sushi. Those are the words that we have. Now, can you spot the word that gives us our definite or indefinite time? There it is, ever. So looking back at the previous table, we can tell that that is an indefinite time. So we are going to use present perfect. And as we know, in questions, our auxiliary verb goes before the subject. And what is our auxiliary verb for present perfect? If you don't know, go and check your tutorials 1 and 2. We're going to use has. Has Julie ever? And then we need to put our verb in past participle. Try in past participle is tried. Has Julie ever tried sushi? So if we look at the functions of these, we have used present perfect why. Because it's an action that happened at an unspecific time in the past. Let's try another one. He, our verb is not watch, the movie with us yesterday. As you can see here, we have our specific time, yesterday. So we know that we're going to use simple past. Remember that in simple past, we use an auxiliary verb, which is did, not, or didn't. And then, as our auxiliary is in past, our main verb stays in its simple form. He didn't watch the movie with us yesterday. Here, both of the functions are similar. We have a single action that happened in the past, and there is a specific time. Last one, we have two gaps here. I, our verb is meet, Julie in 2010. So I, our verb is know, her for 10 years. So let's split this up into two sections. In the first section, we have a specific time in 2010. So we know that the verb meet needs to be in past simple. We're going to put met in the space. If you are having problems with your irregular verbs, you need to check them before your Cambridge exams. And in the second section, we have a duration of time for 10 years. As we saw in the table earlier, for relates to the present perfect. So we're going to use the auxiliary have before our verb in past participle. Have known. I met Julie in 2010, so I have known her for 10 years. So in the first part, we have our simple past with the specific time of 2010. And in the second part, we have an action that started in the past and has continued up till now. In this example, we still know Julie, so it's an action that has continued up until now. There we are. I hope the difference between the two tenses is a little clearer for you. If not, check this video and also the tenses videos that I have already posted. Remember, any questions, ask me in class or send me a message. Thanks guys, I will see you next week.